What's going on YouTube and all my TTG friends? You in for another one. We about to get it in. So let's go. So you see what we got on the docket. I mean, I gave y'all 2 Chronicles. I'm coming with the 3rd. Just gotta make sure that I don't, I gotta be careful about things that I say. I come from a very, very deep line of individuals that is about secret of silence. So, without ado, we're talking about this Manny Pacquiao, PACMAN Pacquiao versus Errol Spence, The Truth Jr. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely about to be something that pops off. Everybody got their little kicks of what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen. Man, I've been fighting for a very, very, very long time, and if you just know, you basically know that Pacquiao, for one, is an extreme fighter. He has passion for the sport. He's one of the longest reigning champions in 8 divisions in history. So the man knows how to go down. I mean, how to do his thing with people. But he's facing Errol Spence Jr., who is literally the truth. And when I say that, I mean, he might not be the hardest puncher, but a thing about a man like him, who's strong and has a very high IQ, it's not about power, it's about placement and timing. And the cold part with him is that he's so strong that he can go on cruise control once he finds out, okay, this is how I can beat this man. And he's smart enough, and trust me, I've been with fighters that were like that. He's smart enough to stay in the pocket and just wait for his opportunity. But he knows without a reasonable doubt he's going to be victorious, and that's true. Errol Spence Jr. is going to be victorious. But by chance, if Manny Pacquiao was able to pull up the upset, he's already there. But this will solidify him as I am the greatest. And anybody that thinks that that's wrong, I give you this.
You big dummy.
So there's no booing, but we're definitely gonna hit that boxing bell, and we gonna definitely move forward. I really do feel like this is the fight that Errol's getting the torch passed to him. He's one of the greater fighters, better than Thurman. I mean, hands down. Thurman, I loved you when you was 2-time Thurman, when you was 1-time Thurman. I still love you even though you're not no-time Thurman. Sean Porter, I love his tenacity, his education of the game of boxing. He really is general of the sport. Danny Garcia, love you too, bro. Mikey Garcia, you guys represent the greatness of boxing and would give a show to anybody. You got Frank Tank Davis, the Charlo brothers. I mean, all these guys, Hurd, Lubin, Jack Badu. You got a lot of fighters, you know what I'm saying, that put in work and in the right way. This fight here, though, let me tell you something. This how it's gonna go down. Pac is fast, and he likes to shoot shots in multiple angles, kind of like what Lomachenko do. But Pacquiao's style is a little bit different, a lot of bit different. And you got a man in Errol Spence where, you know, when you got Pacquiao saying that, you got Pacquiao saying that Spence is a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather. There's a reason behind that. It's because he felt like Floyd was ducking him and not trying to come forward and fighting head up. Now, to me, on a boxing stint, you know, I'm taking my fan principles and things outdoor from a boxing preset, like insight. That was smart. You took away one of his strengths that he prided on, and you made him look kind of amateur. The reason of how you did it, you know what I'm saying? People could say, oh, you know, Floyd was running. He was running from Pacquiao. No, he was boxing. And the people that don't understand the sweet science of boxing, that's why I really gotta, you know, hit y'all with it.
You big dummy.
You gotta understand, when it comes to boxing, like real boxing, it's just like what the UFC fighters do in the MMA when it comes to, you know, checking kicks, checking, you know, hooks, checking punches, checking the throws or the elbows. It's the same thing in boxing. And Floyd was just smarter than Manny Pacquiao. I think it was a big thing for Manny to get over on. He was looking for a man that would eventually stand toe-to-toe with him. That was definitely not Floyd Mayweather. He was going to check him on majority of things, stick him when they need to stick him, throw the right punches when they need to throw the right punches. It was all a symphony, you know what I mean? And for the casual boxing fans, they really didn't get it. So that's fine. But in this one, I'm going to tell you, Earl, all he has to do is just stay faithful with his jab. I mean, dial down to Manny Pacquiao's speed, but sticking with the jab. You know what I mean? And it ain't like no, you know, ragtile kind of jab where you just throw it out. No, you got to sticky. So that means the hardest part is knowing which way that man's about to move. But, you know, the way you range find him is when he's trying to connect on you. So if you're fast enough to predict when Manny is coming to throw whatever he's going to throw, that jab is going to be the equalizer. That's going to be the neutralizer. And then it's going to definitely push Manny back. And after that, it's the body shots and it's the 1-2 combinations, you know, even a few uppercuts going in there. You just basically have to do what you did with Mikey Garcia times 10. Because Manny is a very fast, jittery kind of fighter. And I've seen fighters like that before. They can be difficult to deal with because they can hit you with shots that you really don't see coming. And that's going to happen in this fight. Manny is going to hit Errol Spence with shots he didn't see coming. The only difference is that this man survived a car accident, okay? a freaking car accident. Bombs in Baghdad.
Bomb Squad!
I'm sorry, this individual was able to be thought of as someone that could possibly beat Errol Spence. Yeah, we know he's been against the greatest fighters. And honestly, when he fought Keith Thurman, he fought a guy that was Keith Thurman was not going to beat a Sean Porter. Keith Thurman definitely wasn't going to be Crawford. Keith Thurman was not definitely going to be an Errol Spence. I mean, when you look at boxing and you look at technique and you look at how they get down, you really truly understand the sweet science of it all. And unfortunately, Pacquiao has a big appetite, and Errol Spence definitely give him all the food he needs in this fight. His jab, his IQ, his body work, his distance, his range, are all beyond great. You understand me? Beyond great. Now, Manny has the experience, the footwork, the speed, and also the knowledge of a southpaw fighter that this fight will be interesting. All I can say is past 4 or 5, that's Pacquiao's ass. That is his ass. If you couldn't get Errol out by the 4th or 5th round, it's the safety net time. It's not you're gonna go off your shield, which I really think that's a bad idea, because this man Errol can really stop you, and he's already shown that he has a chin and that he can take a hit. Hell, he survived death. So yeah, his body is definitely made for these kind of fights. You, on the other hand, has been knocked down a couple times, and your chin is questionable. But you still want to take on this dog, which I have to applaud you on. But at the same time, you taking on a man that is really the boogeyman sport. If him, Errol Spence, was supposed to fight, fight Crawford, they already know that's a 60-40 fight, and that's against Crawford. Some people might give him 50-50, of course, because they trying to help facilitate the fight. But deep down, 60-40 is what that fight would be. And I give all the credit and props to Errol Spence for the amount of work he's put into this boxing game. I've watched him get clipped. I watched him get hit hard. And normally, when a man smiles, that means he's hurt. But in Errol Spence's case, he like me. When I smile, that means it's showtime. It means you just woke me up. It don't mean I'm hurt. It just means it's time to get at you, and it's time to go to war. That's what that means. And I seen him just lick his chops after he get hit hard, and he looking at that other opponent like, bruh, you just woke me up. You didn't hurt me, but you woke me up. So now, payback is due. Manny is gonna see every part and every bit of that, unfortunately. And it's gonna be as if he's passing the torch down, but I trust and believe that it is not what Manny is envisioning to do, is just hand over an L and pass down the torch to Errol Spence. He's coming in there in shape, ready to go. He gonna be TTG. Errol Spence gonna be TTG. And you guys gonna see one hell of a fight. But just understand that the truth, Errol Spence, he ain't walking out of there without that other belt. Understand that. Understand that. I mean, Manny, props up to you for taking the fight in the first place. You already a Hall of Famer. You already a legend in the sport. There's no real more that you can really do at this point other than just your pride and your love for the sport. That's about it. Other than that, this fight here should have never happened. I'm happy that it did for the boxing world, for the fight world. I'm extremely happy that it did. But understand that here where it go, Errol Spence Jr. is walking out of there with your belt and the other belts that he collected. It's just the nature of the business, nature of the game, and the fighter you got in front of you. You know, I would have never felt this confident, but I when I say I follow Errol as much as I follow Pac, I follow Pac all the way through his career, and I'm 41 years old, and I also follow Errol Spence Jr. And when I look at both fighters, it's the style that's gonna cause issues for Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence evolved style, and he's not someone that's gonna come in there really with a game plan. He's just going to adapt, and once he adapts to Manny's speed and his power and how he's trying to throw angles and his range and his timing, once he dial those things in, and they'll probably come within the second, third, maybe fourth round, it's hunting season after that. Promise you, coming from, if you watch my chronicles, I don't think I fully went into my fighting experience, but I can tell you that Errol, being a professional boxer and an Olympian, and going toe to toe with Floyd, and even making Floyd have some issues, and Floyd didn't even call him back for sparring because the work was not what he was looking for, as far as his opponent and what he really wanted to achieve. When Errol was young and he fought against Browner, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that Browner didn't want that smoke no more. That's all I know. So the man is dangerous. I mean, he might not punch hard, but he's strong, and he has a high IQ, and he knows how to place his punches. So that makes the biggest difference in the world. Manny is a come forward kind of guy. He's tailor made for Errol Spence. To be 100 with you, he is tailor made for Errol Spence. So you guys throw down your comments, your dislikes, your whatnots, your likes, or whatever. I'm just keeping it 100. Errol's gonna use that jab. He gonna stick him with the jab, and he's gonna use everything else behind it. And Pacquiao ain't gonna have an answer for any of it because the boy just too strong. Another segment of TTG. know what it is. We train to go every day, all day, no matter what season it is. Salute to all my people. And we out.